What's up, my people? New site here. We got a ham radio cell tower, or not cell tower, but radio tower. Concrete base. First time installing one of these. It's only 6 by 6 by 4 foot deep. Got the backhoe. Got JJ over there. We're gonna excavate. This is the actual concrete base tower on the inside line. Outside line's over dig. We may go a little bigger, not sure. Gonna shoot some elevations here on a little slope. Get it going. Laser is set. We're ready to dig. All right, we're hitting shale as we thought, but I'm only a couple inches to go to our grade, and we're gonna pound it out. All right, all dug to depth. Like I said, we hit some shale just in the nick of time. We have one knob here that gave us a tough time. We beat it with the teeth and pickaxes and got it, but everything is ready to be formed up. I got these pre-made 4x8 sheets of plywood that I had over the years that I do little stub walls with. And that's what we're gonna use. I'm gonna have to cut them down. Cut them down. All right, 5'9" on these boards. We got them going. It's a 5'9" square. This concrete pour. So we just got to cut these down to 5'9". Then I'll let the other ones run by or whatever. If we got the broom in the hole, we might have to cut them all. We'll see. All right, we got 3 sides cut. Here's our last one cut. We just scabbed it together like so. The 2 pieces that were left over, it was figured like that, so we didn't have to cut another 8-footer. Don't like cutting those 8-footers. We're gonna put this one in, get them screwed together. All right, we got 4 corners just tacked together. Nothing's it's square, but nothing's joint yet. Joint with we're gonna put screws in, screw it in a few spots, pin it in a few spots, and then start putting the bracing inside. We have the tower actually has to go down in on some blocks down in there. We got to make sure that stays true and pour in all around it, which you'll see in a bit. But we got a box 5'9" by 5'9" by 4 foot deep. All right, got the tower all braced, set in on 8-inch blocks. That's what calls for code, 8 inches off the ground, so that our concrete is above or below these joints here, these nuts. And then we'll put like a 1/4-inch pitch on this thing, maybe 1/2-inch pitch. Just keep it down in the form a little bit. That's all the tolerance we have. I put more bands around here for more bracing. I'm kind of sketched out about this much weight on just this forms without, it's kind of freestanding form, but it's all screwed together. I didn't want to backfill against here. We tried putting rebar down in there, but we're all on shale bed, so I can't do nothing, and then we can't bang these down in to put our rebar inside, so we're going to wet set it. With the rebar, we'll have it all bent, and as we're pouring, we're going to set it all in the right increments. But everything's plumb and straight because that is all going to be set in the concrete. And we have these bracings on here to hold it from sliding left or right. I shot with a laser all those blocks, so everything's good. And then we put the level on it and plumbed it, made sure it was good. we're good. Inspection came, it's all good to go. Got concrete tomorrow. Back on site. I bent these 90s yesterday. Just going over the print last night. That's not what it calls for. Just calls for a 1 foot mat on the bottom, 1 foot mat on the top, or number 3, or not number 3, number 3 bars. We got number 4 bars for extra strength. That's all we ever use, 1/2 inch. And then it either called that or wire mesh, but obviously we weren't going to try to bend wire mesh in there. We'd rather use the rebar. We're going to wet set it, pour a foot up in there, vibrate it, set the bars this way, set the bars this way, come back up again, and then set the other 10. All right, rebar's cut, 20 pieces. We're just gonna brace this off the wall like so, where it could blow out. We're gonna put bracing down like this and pin it with other boards. I'll show you how that's gonna work. So you just find a board that fits good in there, like so. Oh, sorry, can't see. Then put another board, grab another board, bud. And we're gonna wedge them all in. Wedge them right to the bank. All right, I got all my bracing on the corners and in the centers, just pinned in, and so we could just strip it easy, boop, boop, boop. Instead of backfilling this, it's really a lot easier to do this, just to keep pinning it with wood. Got rocks, I got all kinds of crazy things going on. So here's our print. You can see the W, that's our width. Then you go down to W over here, and it gives you your 5'9". It's pretty simple. You got your A right there, which is 18 inches off the face, which is this triangle right there, 18 inches. You make sure of that, and these were like 26. All the dimensions are there, and there's your rebar schedule or wire mesh, either or, top, bottom, and that will be placed. Yeah, white trucks. Craziness. Craziness. Getting them in here, that was tight. Here we go. All right, got our first layer of rebar up 2 feet. Let's get it to it. All right, getting her full, slowly taking our time. Don't want no blowouts, God forbid. All right, got the second rebar in, tapping it down. All right, first hit, we're up to height. First hit on it with the float. Just screed it as much as I could and edged it. Gonna let it set a little bit and pull these boards right here. Check the tower for plumb and put a finish on it. All right, just hit it off a couple of times, got everything where it needs to be. Just edged it with my chamfer. Now I'm just gonna clean up this and I'm just gonna give it the old slick finish like this. Nothing too fancy, it's just a tower pad. Just gonna do that and finish her out. All right. 48-foot tower, gonna be up a couple weeks. There's the pad. Come out super sweet. Simple, basic. 20,000 pound counterweight right there. That should do it for sure. All right, my people, catch you on the next one. JJ says later.